What's up, everyone? Drunken Phoenix here. Welcome back. So, today we're going to go over people talking about their bad financial decisions and regrets that they've made in the past. And I want this to be something that we can all learn from because even me, myself, I was very close to making some of these bad financial decisions, particularly the one with the first gentleman with buying a lot of designer stuff. I can sometimes get in this zone where I just want designer everything. And I never made any. I don't have any bad regrets from it. I bought designer in the past, but I never bought nothing too crazy. But it's definitely within my character too, if I'm not careful. So let's go ahead and get started.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I want my money back for all the designers I bought back in the day.
Like, I just feel like some stuff is just a waste of money now, no longer in season, but I'm gonna still wear it. Like, these shoes was probably $1,100, $1,200 when I
Dang.
bought them.
I'm not gonna lie, those Balenciaga shoes, that would have been my regret. My regret. I always wanted that pair of shoes, but I could just never justify the high price. So obviously, I never got them. But that was something I've been eyeing for a lot. That I can see why he made it. I can understand. I'm not judging.
I think these were like, these McQueens, they hurt my damn feet. I think these was like 600, maybe five something. Shit, this bag, I think this bag was like $600. I haven't worn this bag.
Okay, I am proud to say that I would never spend $600 for a fanny pack like that. That's just to me a waste of money. But I mean, he's discussing it's just a bad decision in the past. But
None this year.
And it's like, even like watches, like I have so many watches that I spent like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on. And all I wear is the Apple Watch. Like, all I wear is my Apple Watch. Like, all that stuff is such a waste of money. Like, I wear the same shoes. I wear Crocs every day. Like, a waste of money now that I think about it.
Worst decision you could ever make in your life is to finance a car. I know what everyone's going to say is that if you can comfortably afford it, then why not finance it? Well, we got different versions of affording. For me, affording a car is being able to buy it out cash. Now, if you think affording a car means that you can finance it, well, then you are sorely mistaken. The car is already a depreciating asset. And then for you to go on and finance that car and tack on some interest to the price of that car, I mean, that is just a financial disaster right there. Be smart. Don't finance a car. Save your money. Buy the car cash.
okay, so what I will say, I don't think he's not necessarily wrong, but I think this advice is kind of a little bit like, on the extreme end. Because I mean, most people do not have the cash amount to buy a car, or it's not always feasible to just buy it cash for whatever reason. So I think sometimes it becomes inevitable for people to have to finance a car. My thing is always just make sure it's something you can afford. Make sure that the terms of the loan are good and reasonable and affordable for you. And my rule that I do have, when both cars that I only purchased two cars my whole life, and both times I made sure that I had enough cash on hand to pay it up front if I needed to, because one thing about me, you're never going to see me in those repo videos with someone taking my car. So, the cars that I do have, I could pay it in cash up front if I needed to. But, obviously I don't want to just do that on my cash for a depreciating asset. But yeah, I can see this guy's point because there are a lot of people that finance cars that they should not be financing. Like you people with these $20,000 loans and these 30% interest rates and $700 car payments every month. You guys are a different level.
Oh, I'm at the boba shop, right? And right now I have exactly $8.91 to my name. Average person would be like, Karen, you don't really need that boba. Save your money. You don't know when a rainy day could come, but I'm a firm believer in taking care of yourself, prioritizing me. If that drink is what's going to make me happy for the next day, I'm going to get that drink. Because money always comes back. Like, this is not going to be my last $8, And I might get paid tomorrow. I might get paid the next day.
So if I ever were to get in that situation in my adulthood where, for whatever reason, I only have $8 in my bank account, I would be getting food. Boba, that would not be the last thing I buy before I just go broke. I don't understand the hype with boba. I never really, I mean, I like it. It's cute, but I always find it to be overpriced It's good, but it's not that good to where I'm paying $6, $7 for it. And I think the main reason is because when I drink it so fast. It's like, wow, well, where did my drink go? But yeah, I mean, this is not a good decision. I'm assuming that she looks pretty young. I'm assuming that maybe she's a broke college student, which makes this situation not as bad because she still has mom and dad's money. But yeah, if you only have $8 in your bank account, I would recommend, if you're going to spend it, I would recommend spending it on food or something that is a little bit more beneficial, not an overpriced drink.
Get like it never gave, this is my very last dollar. It never gave that. I'm just gonna spend the money. Boba's about $7, so I'm still gonna have $1 and some change left. That's enough to put a little tank of gas.
Boba's the
to get me
biggest
home.
scam ever.
My gas tank is full, so I don't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna be good. Oh, come on with me.
3 years ago, I bought a house that I couldn't afford. I could afford it at the time, and then 3 months after I bought the house, I lost my job. And I have been hustling ever since. Every single month, I work my butt off, working 2 to 3 jobs just to pay for this roof over my head. So let's do a house tour.
So I think the biggest thing with this is maybe not buy a close to $1 million home if you have to work 3 jobs just to afford it. I mean, clearly she's sharing with us. She understands now. But yeah, and I think the whole home buying thing, although I think it's beneficial for a lot of different reasons, it's not for everybody at every time. Like there's, it comes in waves. It's not, it's not for everybody. Buying a home is not for everybody, or maybe it would be for you, but just not at that time. And for me, it would definitely not be at that price. I can hope. Let's see this house tour, because with that amount of money, this better be a nice house.
This is what $800,000 buys you in Portland, Oregon. Here's my living room. Every single item that you see has been either hand-me-downs, bought off Facebook Marketplace, or found at thrift stores. And the house is completely as is, as we bought it. We did not even buy any paint. These are all the colors from the previous owners, because after we bought this house, we couldn't afford anything, let alone a can of paint. This is a 100-year-old home. It is an old craftsman style house, which means the storage
It's not that
is
bad
pretty,
looking. I mean, it's
pretty
sizable.
bad. I mean, there are the beautiful built-ins, but there aren't closets. And
I mean,
so
it's definitely
it
not
just
my
really
style.
makes
It
it
looks
difficult
too
for storing anything.
retro for me.
And then, of course, I'm way too frugal to actually spend any sort of like actual storage.
It's a decent size.
Containers.
It's a nice house.
One tiny bathroom for 5 people. Again, not
Okay,
ideal.
that's
And
that's
there she
egregious.
is. That cost me $5,000 a month. It is a
wanna throw up
4-bedroom,
just thinking
1
about that.
bath house, and the living space is
Okay, she missed. I was going to give her a little bit of credit. I thought the house looked okay as far as the size, but there's no way I'm paying $815,000 for a house with 1 bathroom. If I'm paying close to $1 million for a house, I have to have at least 3 bathrooms at the minimum. Okay, so this next video is a lady. I'm not sure who she is, but apparently she used to be an influencer, or I guess she still is an influencer. And back in her prime, she made a bit of money, and she's just going over a lot of the things that she spent, because I guess the money is not money for a lot of people now, and with this economy, money does not go as far as it used to. So that's just the context of the next video.
Like I said, I know everybody's wondering how much was I making. So I want to say during the years of 2017 through like 2020, 2021, maybe the beginning of it, on average, I think like my yearly salary was around like $300,000 to almost $400,000
That's a solid
from
salary.
social media. I no longer make that. We'll get into that. That's how much I was making at that time, doing all those things. What was my average monthly take home? My average monthly take home, like when you really broke it down, depending on the year, I would say monthly, I was bringing in an average of anywhere between like $20,000 to $30,000 a month.
Now that's a good amount of money to be making. Listen, if I made that much money a year, or let alone a month, bruh, I'll figure out a way to retire. Like, so she made like $1 million, possibly more, within just a few years. When I tell you I would be living so below my means, I would stay my butt right here in Florida. I wouldn't have to get all the fancy stuff. I wouldn't need a fancy car. I would just figure out a way to let this money set me up for the rest of my life. Figure out, like, maybe get a financial advisor or just figure something out, because yeah.
So where was
That
the money
is
going?
crazy.
We're also starting to lose daylight here, people. We got to move fast. Anyways, I had moved into a apartment. I moved into my first solo apartment, high-rise apartment in Brooklyn, and my
That's
rent
what she
there
went
was
wrong.
4.3. So there's that in rent. I was also spending an average of anywhere between like $6,000 to $8,000 a month on my credit card because I was just buying myself whatever that wanted at the time. I was also spending a lot of money on all of my friends because I was making the most amount of money at the time and I just wanted to like spend it on everybody else. And I would go to the strip club with my friends and spend $1,000. Like, it was ridiculous.
Okay, so I'm guessing that she blew all the money. I mean, I guess she still has some kind of following, and she doesn't seem like she's, hurting for money right now, but it definitely seems that the money that she used to have is not there. And I think this is something we can all learn from. Just because you make a lot of money, you don't always have to buy the most expensive stuff or living above your means, especially with a career like as an influencer, because it can be very unstable and you just never know. Like, the popularity comes in waves. Like, you never can guarantee how much you'll get paid each year. Like, it's not like a set salary. It just fluctuates. But I'm going to leave it there, you guys. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Do you guys have any financial regrets that you've made in the past? And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.